Hello everyone, this is Fred, signing in from France. Sorry I wasn't able to make it today. I would have much rather have done this in person, but I just wanted to share a few things about mine and Mike's relationship over the years. He was a true friend and a great guy, a good neighbor, and I had the pleasure of working with him for the past couple of years, which I will cherish. So I'm here to talk today about Mike Recchi, the Greez Boy, Greasy, G-Rec, the Gazelle. Whatever it was you knew Mike by, I'm certain you shared the same love for him as I do. Mike had a heart of gold. He possessed a quality that was loved by many and liked by everyone who crossed his path. Mike was always upbeat and was able to make the best of every situation. There were so many times that Mike had lifted me up from situations with his personality alone. Usually something he would say so random to make me realize whatever we were working through would get done and just not to stress about it. Mike was always a heartwarming friend who would give anything he possessed to help another. He did not see the limitations, and he showed this with everything that he did. Mike was a stand-up guy and the living documentary of how one should live your life. I see this now more than ever. Mike did what he loved and would push others to do what they love, no matter the expense. These past few months, as the Ample Electric business grew rapid, he would joke with me. He would ask me when I'm going to come work full-time for him. And his message was always received, for me to do what I love to do. I was always amazed that he was able to see where my true passions lie. As a project manager for Ample Electric, Mike had looked at jobs bigger than himself. He would sit down and study the parts he didn't know or the parts he showed great interest in knowing more about. So many times over the last few years, Mike took on projects bigger than himself, and he hit a home run every time. Mike attended weekly Friday morning meetings with Indian Valley Business Networking Group and built a strong relationship with them. The stories and love I received about Mike from the group was a true testament to the kind of person that Mike was. Mike was always running over his slotted 10 minutes during his speeches about the business, and it just goes to show how passionate he was for what he did. The outreach from the members confirming Mike's character came as no surprise. The person they all described was most definitely greasy. I consider myself fortunate to have spent as much time with Mike as I did. 11 years ago, Mike opened his house to me and a bunch of friends for a guys' weekend in Orlando, Florida. Little did I know that this would be a start to such an amazing friendship. I could tell after one day of being around Mike that this was the type of guy you wanted in your life. That could easily be said from anyone who met him. Mike, the memories I will cherish most are our bike rides, both on the road and in the mountains. As I would always refer to you as the Gazelle, as I did my best to try and keep up with you. I also would cherish our best at playing golf, trying to play golf, the multiple phone calls daily, where you would try and come up with a funnier way to start every conversation. And God, some days you had me rolling. Seeing you walk Tyson around the block on a daily basis, and how excited T would be to see me. Having you at the parties, always bringing life to the party. You always fixing my bike during our rides, and taking the business, Ample Electric, and growing it into what it has become today. As I write this, I continue to hear your voice in my head saying, "Quit being a sissy, brah." You always said it to push me to my full potential. And yet it would make me die laughing every time. Or on bike rides. You saying, "You're not giving up, sissy, are you, bro?" You always said it in your funny voice. I love you, Mike. And I'm so glad that we got to exchange those words before I left. This experience has for sure changed my life completely. I will continue to try and be as good a person as you were. And in your passing, you have yet again given us all a life lesson, showing us that life can be short. So do what you love. Don't sweat the small stuff and love one another. In time, our circle of friends will recover and we'll continue to better ourselves as we live on, trying to be more like you. Till we meet again, brother. Cheers, man. This is like an early morning beer. To Janine, I know that you and Mike were always together, and it was clear you were each other's best friend. I want you to know you will not be alone. The P-Bird crew loves you, and we'll do our best to help you through this. I value our friendship, and I know Mike would want us all to keep close. I love you guys. I have a funny story. This morning as I sat on the bridge here in town and I wrote this message for today. I had this cat that came from nowhere to, I guess, try and be my best friend, and sat on the ledge of death 40 feet in the air as I wrote this story. Couldn't help but wonder if Mike had some connection to it. It was just too funny. But I will see you all soon. Love you all. For Mike.